Welcome to this first class of circuit theory. This subject is being named as circuit theory first, and as I've already told you, this is the foundation subject of our electrical engineering. If you skip or miss any concept related to circuit theory, it means you are putting yourself in danger with respect to electrical engineering. Is it clear? So this is a very important subject. You have to go through each and every concept in depth. We will deal each and every concept here also in the class, but you have to also practice it. So the subject name is circuit theory first. Now, as the name suggests, this will be dealing with the circuits. Now, in and around, you will see different type of circuit. This fan is running. This is also having a circuit. Okay. This camera is also having a circuit. Okay. This tube light is also having a circuit. So you have to understand in a theoretical way this circuit. Now, one way, practical way, is to go and operate these circuits. The another way is that you just operate, or you just have a design, how to design a circuit, what should be the voltage rating, what should be the current, everything that to be done on the papers. Then we require the knowledge of circuit theory. Now, very first question you will be asked by you, sir, what are the books? Which book we should refer? Now, this word circuit theory is being referred by different names in different institutes. Okay, some may call it simply as circuit theory as mentioned here. Some may call it as a network analysis, network theory, electrical network theory, like this. In this way, there will be different names will be there. You need not have to confuse. All are dealing with nothing but our electrical circuit components and their different laws. Is it clear or not? Okay. So different books are there. Okay. The very first book. So there are two categories of books. One is foreign author books and another is Indian author books. Okay. As far as foreign author books is concerned, this is one such book. Okay. This title of this book is Engineering Circuit Analysis. Okay. Then there is another book on the circuit theory by Sadiku. Okay. So these are, then there are some higher version books also. The Welkenberg is also one of them. Okay. But this book is generally preferred by myself while teaching the circuit theory subject. Okay. As far as Indian author books are concerned, some Indian author books are also there, which includes one book is from Tata McGraw. Sorry, now it is McGraw Hill only. So that name of that book is something network analysis or circuit theory is there by Mittal and something is there. Okay, you can go to the library and you can search it. Okay, I will give you complete book list of Indian authors, but these are the two important books which you should refer, and their ebook format is also available. And if anybody is interested in ebook, then he can contact me. Okay, we can provide you. Clear? So these are very authentic book, and if you want to really learn the concept right from the basics, then I will advise you that you should go through these books. Now, going through this book does not mean simply reading the statement. Okay, circuit theory is mainly based on numericals. Getting concept clear means you have a very good hold over the numericals. आपका न्यूमेरिकल्स पे बहुत अच्छा एक मुकाम है, आप उसको एक बहुत अच्छे ढंग से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं किसी प्रकार के, तब आप माने जाएंगे कि नाउ यू आर मास्टर ऑफ सर्किट थ्योरी. Simply reading statement or cramming laws does not guarantee you that you have a command over the circuit theory. Have a statement, its generalized form, and then do lot of numericals based on it, involving different type from simplicity to complexity. You got my point? So in addition to this, I will be providing notes to you in the form of PDFs. Okay, I will be teaching. My video recordings will be also will available. Some recordings are available in the previous channel. My own channel is there. Gyan_hub is there. Okay, where I will be uploading these recording also, and previous recordings are already there. Okay, so if you haven't understand any concept in the class, then you can go through the recording, and later on you can comment on my videos also. I will definitely reply that sir, I could not understand this point at this point, at this timing I could not point. Okay, I don't want comment in the form sir very good lecture and this, not this. Okay, you just write down that sir I could not understand this problem or this statement which you have stated at this timeline, then definitely I will reply. Okay, but no absurd statement or just not like this sir very good lecture thumb or this or this. Is it clear? Okay, and there will be two-way participation should be there. Okay, if I am uploading some lecture, even on the present lecture which I will be uploading, for example today it is being recorded and I will be uploading, then you should see it at the YouTube. Okay, and then if you find problem at any timeline, you just comment in the comment section. I will definitely reply. Is it clear? So this is all about the books. Next come the, now we move to the concepts. Is it clear? So the very first concept, what are the three basic elements of electrical engineering? Three basic elements of electrical engineering. What are that? First is resistor, second is capacitor, and third is inductor. This you are learning right from your childhood, right from 8th class, 9th class, 10th class, even 11, 12, first year. Is it clear? But you don't know that these are the three basic elements: Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Is it clear? One is creator, one is protector, another is, third one is destroyer. Okay, here also we have resistor, capacitor and inductor. These have the property, resistor have property what? Called as resistance. Okay. Capacitance has property called and inductor has capacity called clear. And what is there? What is resistance? How will you define resistance? Just give it, you have learned in your lower classes. Just give me what is the definition of resistance. Just take mic and just speak. Anybody who want to say what is resistance? Yes? Pass the mic. How will you define resistance?
Sir, property of a conductor to oppose the flow of current through it.
Yes. Partially it is correct. You please take your seat. In fact, resistance is the obstruction provided by that material to the flow of electrons. Is it clear? Now, if you have gone through the chemistry of an atom, you know that, or any metal or any conducting device, you know that there are valence electrons and there are free electrons. Okay, free electrons remain in the so-called conduction band. Is it clear? They are free to move, while the valence electrons are bounded by the nuclear force. Is it clear or not? While the free electrons can easily move in the conduction band. Now suppose I have a conductor. Now this is a conductor is there. Let us assume this is a conductor. So the chemistry says that this conductor, in every atom of this conductor, there are valence electrons and there are free electrons. Okay. The free electrons can move in any direction. They are moving in any direction. So why there is no current when I am touching it? Free electrons are there. In fact, free electrons are responsible for the current. Is it clear? They are moving. When electrons move, then definitely what? Current is produced. Okay. But I am having a conductor in my hand, or you can use a copper wire. You take copper wire. Copper is a conductor. Agree? What are the other name of the conductors? Aluminium. Which conductor has highest conductivity? Silver, but it is being costly, therefore not being used. Okay. There are other conductors also. Suppose you have a copper wire in your hand. Do you feel any shock? Why? It has free electrons as per chemistry. Yes, net velocity of that is 0. Net velocity is 0. So what happens? We externally apply an source. We externally apply an source. Okay, just as people you. Okay, your frequency, what your frequency says? That college is meant for 3 amps. Maaj, masti and maja. Is it clear? So, if there is no teacher, then what will you will enjoy life? Oh, have a picnic today, have a holiday and have a party and all this. But teacher is forcing what? To sit in the class and to work, concentrate on the studies. And to concentrate on the studies. You got my point or not? So, I am acting as an external source, okay, who is directing you to move in a particular direction. So also the conductor, which has the free electrons, which has the capability of conducting electricity, okay, they also require an external source. So whenever I apply an external source in the form of electromotive force or any potential source, electric potential source, these free electrons starts moving in a particular direction, and thereby we have a current in the conductor. You got my point or not? This is very simple concept. Okay, but what happens? Source you have applied, free electron starts moving in a particular direction, but the material has itself a property, just as you have a property that today I am engaging you in the class for 1 hour. To sit in the class, in your mind some resistance is there. What this teacher is doing bakwas and have the word circuit theory and study and concentrate and what is this nonsense? So for few 5 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, the resistance will be very high. It will not fit to your body, to your mind. What this nonsense he is telling, what this resistor and capacitor and everything. But later on, your resistance will decrease. Okay, so this opposition property is what? Is the resistance. So similarly, every material, whether it is a conducting material or it is a non-conducting material, insulator or semiconductor, whatever the change you will apply, they will oppose it. So change is what? The source is forcing them to move in a particular direction. So the material of the body will force, no, please speed down, please don't move, okay. But somehow the source is so powerful that they start moving. But the property of the material will oppose it. Is it clear? Now this property will be different in different materials. Okay, in copper it is very less. In silver it is very, very less. In aluminum it is less but more than copper. In insulator it is very, very high. इंसुलेटर बिल्कुल ही नहीं, मैं तो इलेक्ट्रॉन को नहीं बेचता, बोलो क्या कर लोगे? उखाड़ना है जो उखाड़ लो आप लोग. इज इट क्लियर? तो उसका मेगा ओम में रेजिस्टेंस होता है और ये बेचारे 0.1 ohm, 2 ohm, 0.3 ohm like this. Is it clear? They have a resistance. If no resistance means this type of conductor, not ideal. What is the name of that? If no resistance, zero resistance means superconductor. Zero resistance means superconductor. But here every conducting material will have a some obstructing property to the flow of electron, that will be called as an resistance, and the unit of this resistance is what? Ohm. Is this unit of the resistance is ohm? You got my point? Is it clear? And that's how we write. This is a scientist name. You will surprised to know that all the names of the units are after the name of a scientist. जितने भी हमारी units है वो एक scientist के name के साथ है ताकि उनको एक honor दिया जा सके. जैसे आपकी ohm was also a scientist. What is the unit of current? Ampere. Ampere is also a scientist. What is the unit of voltage? Volt. So voltage was also a scientist. What is the unit of frequency? Hertz was also a scientist. What is the unit of charge? Coulomb. Coulomb was also a scientist. What is the unit of power? Electrical power. Watt. James Watt. Have you heard the name of James Watt? The man who had developed the steam engine. Is it clear? What is the unit of energy? Joule. Joule was also a scientist. Today if you, or in the coming years if you develop any electrical quantity, then on honorary basis your surname can be the unit of that electrical quantity. You got my mind? Suppose Kirti Singh develop another, so I have discovered another electrical quantity, so that unit will be Kirti. Just an example. Mr. Harsh suppose discover any new electrical quantity, so this electrical quantity has this, oh, then the unit will be in its name to honor him, Harsh. You keep on searching, sir, why this unit has been named Harsh? Is there any happiness is there in the? Okay, so just to honor them, this name has been there. So capacitor has property, capacitance. So first understand what these properties are there. What is capacitance? What is capacitance? Capacity of a? Yes. Now what happens? First of all, how a capacitor is formed. As you all know that capacitor is formed when you take two metals and in between there is a insulating medium is there. Okay, so that insulating medium by name it suggests it will not allow to flow charge from one metal to another. There are two metal plates are there in capacitor, and in between what is there? Insulating medium, which you call as an dielectric. Is it clear? Now this insulating medium, suppose I provide some charge to here, I connect a battery to this. This is plus and this is minus sign. Okay, so had it been conductor, these plates would have been joined removing the insulating medium, then what would happen? What would happen? Current would have start flowing through it. Do you agree or not? Okay, and current flowing means, when I say current flowing means, charge is flowing. What is? Charge is flowing. Okay, but now what I have separated it and put an insulating medium. So what happens if some charge arrives from plus? This path will obstruct it. No, you cannot go beyond it. So what will happen? Plus charge will be stored on it. Similarly, here also what will happen? Negative. So on the surface of the body, the charge has been stored, but it is not being conducted. So such material are called capacitors. Okay, and this capacity is called, this property is called capacitance. And what is the unit of capacitance? Farad. But farad is a very big quantity. In fact, the earth is also a capacitor. Earth is also a capacitor. In fact, the earth capacitance is of the order of farad. So, but we have a very small capacitor. Okay, so these units are generally explained in which? Microfarad. What in? Microfarad. 1 micro. You also know, you should know also about this conversion also, though they are being taught in the physics, but in electrical they are very useful. You got my point? For example, very first, 10 raised to 3 means milli. 10 raised to minus 6, and this is small letter is being written, milliampere, then M and capital A. Micro, what is the symbol for micro? Mu. Then next, what is called? Nano. What else? 10 raised to the power minus 12. Picofarad. So generally your capacitor will be available in either in micro, nano or in picofarad. Is it clear? And what is 10 raised to the minus 15? Fermi. Very good. 10 raised to the minus 15 is? Very good. Now this is the lower units. 10 raised to minus 3.00 like this. Similarly 10 to my 0.00 like this, like this. But there is a higher version is also available on a similar ground. Kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm, 6 kilo ohm. What is this? Mega. This insulation resistance is generally used to of mega ohm, 5 mega ohm, 7 or 10 mega ohm, like this. Then come giga. Your pen drives are in generally in gigabytes, 4 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, your 500 GB. Okay, the hard disk which you are using in the processor. One nowadays the hard disks are available in TB. Terabyte, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, like 1 2 TB. Is it clear? Because now work is going more and more, we are more and more dependent on the computers. Is it clear? Then what else? Huh? Like this, the higher version is also there. You got my point? So you should remember this. Clear? Now we were talking about capacitor. Is clear? This is a very big unit, so smaller version is microfarad and picofarad or nanofarad. Clear? Then the third come the inductor. Okay, what is inductance? In fact, flux linkage per unit current is defined as inductance. Now what happens? You have a conducting material. Okay, You have all gone through one law, Oersted law. You have read about Oersted law, that whenever a current flows through a conductor, a magnetic field is created around it. Okay, so these all were related to charge, but this is related to means electrical charge, but this is related to another field is there, our electrical technology, that is magnetic field. That is called magnetic field. Okay, so which material can link that magnetic field? So that linkage of the flux. So magnetic field is, its strength is denoted by flux. Its strength is denoted by flux. So how many, so what happens? These so-called inductors, they are in the form of coils. They are in the form of coils. Okay, so flux linkage per unit current is defined as the inductance property of a given material. You got my point? Okay, and denoted by symbol L. Unit is it clear or not? Unit is Henry. So ohm, farad, Henry. Now this is also available in smaller unit, millihenry, microhenry, like this way. Clear? So though you have learned this concept in your lower class, but I am again revised you, giving you some more detailed concept that what is resistance, what is capacitance, and what is inductance. So these two are related to our charge, and this is related to electric charge, and this is related to magnetic field or magnetic charge. Is it clear or not? Okay, so these are the three basic elements. Now comes the next, the type of sources, because these come under a category. These all three elements come under the category, because elements has also been classified in two categories. What is that category? Now don't think that they are not in your course. They are in your course. Active elements and passive elements. So I should have given first of all the concept of this, but I have deliberately introduced about the three basic elements of the electrical technology. Now if you look in a generalized form, then elements in our electrical technology has been classified in two forms, active and passive. Okay, active means, active elements are those elements which have their own source of energy, जिनके पास अपना खुद का एनर्जी हो, खुद का अपना एनर्जी का स्रोत अपने पास हो. इज इट क्लियर? हैव ओन एनर्जी. एग्जाम्पल बैटरी. एग्जाम्पल चाहे आपका पेंसिल सेल ले लो, चाहे आपकी बैटरी लेड एसिड बैटरी ले लो, चाहे निकल कैडमियम बैटरी ले लो. दीज आर ऑल कम अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ एक्टिव सोर्स एलिमेंट्स. इज इट क्लियर? आपका जनरेटर ले लो. जनरेटर इज व्हाट? एक्टिव और पैसिव? एक्टिव. वो जनरेट कर रहा है ना खुद की एनर्जी. जिसके पास अपनी खुद की एनर्जी है वो क्या कहलाएगा? एक्टिव. और जो दूसरों से एनर्जी लेकर फिर गवर्न होता है वो क्या कहलाएगा? पैसिव. सो क्लियर व्हाट इज मीन? डज नॉट हैव अरे समझ में आया कि नहीं आया? यू गॉट माई पॉइंट? सो व्हाट आर पैसिव एलिमेंट्स? जिसके पास खुद की अपनी एनर्जी नहीं है. कौन है वो? अभी बताए थे, रजिस्टर, इंडक्टर एंड कैपेसिटर. इनके पास उनकी खुद की एनर्जी नहीं है. एक बल्ब में क्या होता है? व्हाट इज अ बल्ब? बल्ब इज अ बल्ब यू हैव सीन टंजस्टन बल्ब. घरों में पहले एक टंजस्टन बल्ब नहीं आता, आजकल 10 रुपए में मिलता है 40 वॉट का. इज इट क्लियर? व्हाट इज दैट बल्ब? इट इज अ रेजिस्टिव. इट इज अ रेजिस्टिव इन नेचर. उसमें एक छोटा सा फिलामेंट होता है टंजस्टन का, है, और उसी वही गर्म होता है और वो उसके कारण हमें लाइट हीट के फॉर्म में दिखती है. इज इट क्लियर? लेकिन अब आप बताइए वो क्या है? वो क्या आपने बल्ब यहां रखा लग जाएगा? मैं बल्ब यहां रख देता हूं, हाथ में ले लेता हूं, जल जाएगा? ठीक है, उसको कहां से चाहिए? सोर्स चाहिए, which requires some energy, but it does not have its own energy. As soon as it acquires the energy, okay, it will glow. तो बल्ब किस कैटेगरी में आया? पैसिव. और किस टाइप का एलिमेंट है? रेजिस्टिव एलिमेंट. ट्यूबलाइट नहीं, मैं किसकी बात कर रहा हूं? बल्ब. सिमिलरली आपका इंडक्टर कॉइल, जैसे ट्यूबलाइट में पहले चोक कॉइल यूज नहीं होती थी. एक पुराने जो अगर आप ट्यूबलाइट्स देखेंगे, फ्लोरेसेंट ट्यूबलाइट्स, तो उसमें एक चोक कॉइल लगी रहती है. वी हैव इन आवर लैबोरेटरी, यू कैन सी इट. दैट कॉइल इज व्हाट? व्हेन इट विल वर्क, व्हेन इट विल हैव सम सोर्स, बट इट डज नॉट हैव इट्स ओन सोर्स. ओके, तो वो क्या कहलाएगी? पैसिव. कैपेसिटर. इज इट क्लियर? आप एक कैपेसिटर को ऐसे, जब तक आप उसको चार्ज नहीं करेंगे, until unless you will not charge it, it will behave as an passive element. You got my point? So inductor, capacitor, all these come under the category of passive elements, while battery, generator, okay, all types of battery, they all come under the active devices. So it is clear very what are active elements and what are passive elements. Is there any doubt in this? Okay, so now time is over. So in the next class we will take some more fundamentals. What are linear element, what are non-linear element, what are time variant, what are time invariant. Is it clear? That's all for today. If any doubt, you can ask me.